Good afternoon. This is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group. We are talking metals and gold prices, seeing a little bit of a higher push ahead of Fed Chair Powell's testimony to Congress. After kind of a wider range that we've seen, we saw a big push higher, followed by a big push lower last week, and now things are we're kind of finding a home right near the 50% of the year-to-date range, which is right around 1340. I know we settled just below that today, but we were there for a while, and it just seems like the market is kind of gravitating to that, sort of the norm, the mean, and waiting for an event, perhaps a Fed chair speaking to Congress, perhaps something in the dollar, perhaps something in equities again that could stir the pot. I think right now, when you look at gold, it's kind of on an island up by itself, because if you look at the dollar, the dollar remained firm. It's seen a little bit of an uptick recently, but ultimately the dollar has not been the trade here to push gold around. Gold has been trading on its own. The dollar obviously has been reflecting fiscal policy, Fed policy, demand. You go to other whether you're going to Asia or Europe, you're seeing demand for their currencies, which is hurting the dollar. So there's a lot of other variables pushing the dollar around. Yes, it is having some effect on gold, but not the one-to-one effect that we've seen in the past. And if you look at positioning in gold, we like to look at that. Obviously, specs have been long on this big move up, and we did see them take back some of those longs over the last, say, over 2 to 3 weeks. But I think right now we're probably going to see them holding steady. We haven't gotten the report yet. We won't get that until Tuesday, the 27th. That will probably tell us that things were very status quo, because gold prices, while they have moved around quite a bit, pretty much are where they were, where they should be ahead of a big testimony. We haven't seen big price action today, nor did we see any big price action towards the end of last week after we made the big move lower. And I think that right now specs are probably waiting on the sidelines. They have taken some chips off the table, waiting to see if they need to get long again or if they need to scramble to sell and then look to get long closer to 1300. So right now, I think gold is kind of at a very precarious level. Yes, we have some key data coming up, but being that we're right at the mean, right at that midpoint of the year-to-date range, a lot can happen. I think you're going to see some bulls waiting for a pullback. Likewise, I think you're going to see people that are continuing to hold gold look for a trade back up to that 1365, 1370 level, which would be an area to sell at least in lieu of another pullback. So right now, gold waiting for a catalyst, waiting for something to happen. Could it be Fed Chair Powell's testimony to Congress? We'll have to wait and see. This is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group.